has. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just on the return following a punt of 41. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Yeah, you know, partner, well, we have a second. We went into last week, week 5, with 3 unbeatens. We left with 1, the Minnesota Vikings.
It's a tough league, and you never know what you're going to run into. Denver, they were surprised at home by Atlanta. How about Philadelphia on the road at Detroit, who was 1-3 at the time? And Minnesota keeps rolling along. They thumped Houston, and a lot of people are giving a lot of credit to that brand-new stadium. They think it gives them great atmosphere.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came to see how I had him rated, the number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? As I mentioned, big, strong, powerful guy, faster than you would think, and has the ability to catch the football out of the backfield, something that we didn't know he truly possessed. We saw that in the offseason workouts. Now he's putting his running ability to good use in the NFL.
Going right side, he has Winton. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 2nd down, Elliott. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, I'm going to guarantee that the defensive coordinator just gave a huge sigh of relief. He had his dime package in the game, 6 defensive backs, and when they run draw and big offensive linemen are thunder.
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Given 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander and just...
And that's caught inside the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
To throw is Lynch. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 2nd and 10, it's Lynch again. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
On 3rd down, Lynch. That's caught. It's Thomas. And against Atlanta, Paxton Lynch's lone touchdown pass went to Demaryius Thomas.
And weren't we hearing some whispers that maybe Demaryius Thomas was slumping a little bit earlier this year? I don't think that's really true. I've seen a guy who can still make those big plays downfield and those big body catches where he just walls off a defender and catches the ball downfield.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Now Prescott finding time. He'll rifle this, looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Des Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. They know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Here we go. Here's Prescott. one incomplete. Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know, quarterbacks, they're very protected.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So the offense needing 4 yards. It's third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Lucky Whitehead is intended target, and it's 4th and 4.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost started to...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Charles on the slant. You always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
Now Elliott fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. Legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
When we did DeMarcus Ware's games in Dallas, didn't we spend most of the time talking about him rushing the passer?
We did, and how about now?
Oh, boy, he's expanded his game in a big way. Really does a great job in the run game now, using his length, using his leverage to hold the point of attack and make plays as we just saw there.
He'll look to throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And Denver getting set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. From the gun on third down, it's Lynch. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 75 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
And out now come the Cowboys. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Back now at the home of the champs, Sports Authority Field in Denver. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Broncos coming out now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And Demaryius Thomas, what a catch there. They got 29 yards there. And it'll be good for a Denver first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. The linebacker, Justin Durant, with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
the memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And Denver getting set to take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? And for the third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Second down now after the pass completion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Prescott, escaping the pressure right, eluding the pressure right. A dump off to Elliott, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Prescott. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure. That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. They'll look to throw now on first down. Able to shake him off. Steps away to his left. Forced out to his left. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. Shift together here from the D-line. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's the fullback. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old-school power football. And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled.
Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas, 75 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Lynch going to try and throw for it. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, +3.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. So a big roughing the passer penalty, Charles, and of course that's 15 yards.
And everyone knows how protected the quarterbacks are. You've got to make sure that when you launch at a quarterback, that you're hitting him in the right spot and in the right time.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And out of bounds there on the kick. Green alone out to the right.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it. Over. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On first down, it's Lynch. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
A fake to Anderson. Now it's Lynch. He's got time. He's good. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, it's Williams. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, Charles, stepping back from this one a moment, no matter who's on the field, it's always tough to come in here and beat a team that's the defending champs, but they were able to get it done.
Weren't they 10-0 overall in this stadium?
If you include the playoffs.
Not just beating them, you're beating a crowd that's always behind their team. and you're beating altitude as well. That's a big victory.